Hello everybody, Corey back here. I was gonna go back to sleep after I got the data and did the estimate videos, but I guess I'm wide awake now. So we're not gonna waste any time and we're gonna pop out some videos as normal. Um, so to go through our information up front, this is new. It's the first time I've done this on a daily video. Hopefully you can read this on my screen. If not, I will read my portion. In the next portion, I'll go through and read the headers and small data that you can find from the YieldMax website. I do not provide personal investment advice, and I'm not a qualified licensed investment advisor. I am an entrepreneur investor. All information found here, including any ideas, opinions, views, predictions, forecasts, commentaries, suggestions, or stock picks expressed or implied herein, are for informational, entertainment, or educational purposes only and should not be construed as personal investment advice. While the information provided is believed to be accurate, it may include errors or inaccuracies. Conduct your own due diligence or consult a licensed financial advisor or broker before making any and all investment decisions. Any investments, trades, speculations, or decisions made on the basis of information found in my videos, expressed or implied herein, are committed at your own risk, financial or otherwise. YieldMax ETS risk information. All of this is found on their website and within the prospectus. Before investing, carefully consider the fund's investment objectives, risk, charges, and expenses. This information, along with other details, is available in the prospectus. Please read the prospectuses carefully before making any investment. Investments involve risk. Principal loss is possible. They go through to explain in more detail underlying security risk, derivatives risk, distribution risk, NAV erosion risk due to distributions, call writing strategy risk, single issuer risk, high portfolio turnover risk, new fund risk, liquidity risk, and non diversification risk. And let's move on. Whew. All right. Let's hope I don't find any errors while I'm going through this as I quickly did this data earlier before I took a nap. So, okay, sorry. I thought I found an error. Nope, we're good. So this is the roll-up of all of the trades conducted today for the single stock ETFs. You can see roughly half of them had trades. To save a little bit of time, I'll just go through our totals here. Sorry if you're driving or something, I apologize. Maybe you can screenshot this or come back if you would like to see more in-depth numbers for each one. Like I was stating to Rod last week when we did the live video, if I read through every single number and all the data with all my spreadsheets, we'd be here all day. We'd have spend hours upon hours on our videos, and I know y'all don't want to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to turn my fan on. Okay. I know some of you get a little irritated at me if I go more than 5 minutes, but unfortunately, this is the nature of the beast. We are fully covering 19 ETFs within this one specific video. So if we move on, we have AMD here. We brought in 411,000, AMZ 12,000, Dizzo 32,000, Phoebe 51,000, GUI was a negative 37,000. I haven't looked at these trades yet, but I'm guessing no, they brought premium in, so they did buy. Okay, never mind. JPMO brought in 59,000. Misty 2 million. NVD 397,000. OARC 138,000, and PayPay 10,000. Looking at the bottom at Alti, trying to think. Yes. I'm not sure. I'm not going to confirm that those are the right numbers because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know off the top of my head. Though I do have the workbook ready for Alti, I've just got to do the video. So those may or may not be right. Let's move on. for the net assets and outstanding shares. So just leave this right here for you to review for a second. Maybe you take your screenshot if you'd like to continue looking at that. Same thing here with the current stock price, the NAV, and the difference. This section basically if you just want to see the NAV and the difference between those, because we're going to go into the changes. If y'all don't know what happened today, we had news happen, which then made the stock market drop. So there was a significant pullback today, not a crash, but a pullback. And you can see that here at the bottom, 1.2% and 1.65%. And we might have had that. I feel like we'd seen something like that recently, at least on one of the two. But it doesn't seem like it should have been. But at the same time, I'm thinking so. Of course, I wouldn't know that unless I went to the Alti spreadsheet, because I do have that data on there, only because being able to compare Alti to the S&P, not really compare, but I mean, yeah, it's technically compare, because you're just wanting to see how things went overall. Anyway, sorry, I was going to try to bring up that my phone, so I didn't have to do that on here, but I don't know. I don't know if my internet's not doing well lately or what. Oh yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So what does this show for today? 1.2 and 1.65. I'm looking here. I guess I should turn this sideways. In fact, and y'all probably don't even care, but this was a topic of conversation within the Discord. So that's the reason I'm thinking more about it. And I clicked on the wrong one, didn't I? If we look at our summary too, and we can see here, so this would have been Friday. I left my pencil in the living room or something. But we can see here, this was Friday, 1.46 and 1.66. We almost have a 1% negative here. Here we had over 1%, almost a 1%. And then as we go further up, we can see a few of those, at least this one here. The NASDAQ was a little over 1. Same thing there, and then we had a 1 here. So we've had, it's not like it's the first. And this right here, of course, just goes back to the inception of Alti. So this is just for March and April, so a month and a half of data. But anyway, all right. So slight pullback, we'll see what happens. I thought that's also what was going to happen back in September, October, and then it just kept going and going and going and going. And then we just started going straight up from there, and I kept waiting on us to pull back, and we never did again. Or we didn't for the longest time, right? All right. Let's look here at the the ETF stock prices. You can see here significant decreases all day. I have no clue. Of course, I have no clue why that's like that. So let me go look. Maybe it wasn't refreshed or something. I don't know. When I save the data today. Oh yeah. It must have been like in the middle of an update. So we'll come back over here. Well, I guess we'll use this tab. Versus the one without the formulas now. Zomo was actually, of all freaking stocks, was up 1 cent. And you can see everything else was down. Of course, JPMO here was down 3 cents, so it has a 0%. Our biggest one, though, here is Coney, and then Misty, and then, you guessed it, AIYY. It's unfortunately that one's being looked at now as like the new Tesla. I saw some jokes come up today, or at least I saw them come up. I assumed which stock they were talking about, because I did not go and read them as I was trying to do my last-ditch efforts to do my tax return. If we look at the fund of funds down here, we got YMAG and YieldMax. They were down 2%, and Ulti was down 4%. But the majority of the top, I mean, they weren't too bad. There's lots of 1% there, but I guess we want to get down into the cents there. AIYY was down 69 cents, AMD down 26, AMZ negative 17, Apple negative 24 cents, Coney negative $2.07, Dizzo negative 16 cents, Phoebe negative 39, GUI negative 22, JPMO negative 3, Murney negative 24, MSFO negative 14, Misty negative $2.46, Nephle negative 27 cents, NVIDIA negative 50 cents, OART negative 47 cents, PayPay negative 33 cents, Squee negative 85 cents, Tesla negative 76 cents, and again Zomo plus 1. YMAG was negative 34, YMAX negative 47, and Ulti negative 64 cents. Just when we thought Ulti couldn't get any lower. But I don't know, we may have a change in plans on the fund tonight. Something new has happened with that, and I'll show that on the trades and holdings this evening. I will say, as I was reading this, I used today as an opportunity for those of you that watch the YieldMax project, and I'm going to continue to build that out. I use this as an opportunity to buy into some of those, which then comes back to, when they buy, obviously it's this dollar cost averaging every day that people buy into the funds, and they just, throw the money in there. Since it's me and it's my funds and it's my account, I get to choose when I want to purchase in. So I'm going to use days like this to try to get a better price for my money. Of course, the bad thing about using live active formulas is like right this second you can see that some of the IVs are not loaded right this second, but other than the two, Amazon and Tesla, you can see the IVs here, and if you did this distribution based on the IV. But then if we look at, you can see the stock, in case you want to see the stock prices for the actual underlying, you can see that here. You can take a screenshot if you would like. But I'm going to hide this so we can just see our percentages. So let's see, as you know, and we've already discussed with the little comparison project that I did, that most of the time in a red market, especially one where we're going significantly down, obviously our ETFs are going to do better. So even though we were only, a little over percent for the S&P and NASDAQ today, I think this is the most YieldMax ETFs that have done better than the underlying at one time. I don't think I've seen more than 17. I might have seen 15 or 16, but I don't think I've seen 17 or more. But as you can see here, the YieldMax ETF did better in all except for JPMO, which was actually oh, maybe I was looking at the wrong place earlier for the percentage, because that is showing 0% for JPM. Sorry, but then PayPal did better than PayPay here. I'm sorry, I do apologize. I'm a little out of it as I didn't go to bed last night, and my mind's a little foggy today, or this evening. If we look at the difference in the percentages, the biggest one is going to be MSTR. MicroStrategy was down 10%. I know it got under 14. In fact, I think the last time I saw it was actually down closer to the 13s. I don't know now. But Misty was down 7%. but the rest of those are just like 0, 1%. And then of course we see the market data down here, the -1 and -1.65%. And this one I didn't have, sorry, at the bottom here I did not have the numbers updated because I had updated them on the other tab. So this would have been 17 and 2. So you can see 89% for the YieldMax ETFs. Anyway, we will move on to our recovery section, which does not look good today. I'm sorry, I have to zoom out. If I can figure out, if y'all can help me figure out what to put as the header for days to recovery versus days to recovery, then maybe I can get this stuff back on one screen again. But as you can see, only one now is technically, you know, over the amount of the distribution as far as recovery goes, and that would be, was it Murney? Murney's distribution was 78 cents, and they're currently up 85 cents. So they are up an additional 7 cents on top of the amount of the distribution. And you can also just easily see this by looking at 109%. It's covered 100% of the distribution and additional 9%. Some of the, yeah, there's hardly, well, you have the 3 that were recovered fully, and then you have 1 that's in green, which looks like AMZ. Everybody else is totally in the red. Heck, look at AIYY. It's negative 268%. Squeed, negative 216%. Who's that? JPMO, which we know for earnings, negative 196%. So yeah, Ulti's 196%. So yeah, that's what we're looking. It's looking bad, right? It's looking bad. Of course, this data isn't going to be right. Because I'm sorry that I didn't notice. Like I said, some of this stuff I don't get down in the details like this until I'm actually going through it with you, so I'm not going to catch some of those things. But this right here is just, of course, we're just starting the week off, and we've significantly dropped, but this is just the, if we were looking at what was the absolute max strike price for these and the difference between them. So we can see AIYY's max strike price is $24.50, and we're currently 15% below that strike price, specifically for AI. And so AI, the last I saw it was $20 and something cents. Because I was shocked when I saw that it is able to drop that much today alone. With that said, how much did it drop? So it dropped 7%. Yeah, it was a lot. Alright, anyway, I know this is taking longer than normal, and then I did not think to bring up, okay, so this is the right account. As you can see here, if we were just glancing, you see all the arrows down. If we go into our sheet here, intraday trades, so you can see I purchased a few of the 1 or 2 Conies and Misties. I don't know where I'm at. I had to look back at the spreadsheet on how many I needed to purchase this month. Some of the higher dollar ones I might have only purchased 1 of, only because I thought it might go down some more. I don't know. But anyway, that's for the YieldMax project. So, yeah, you can see, I mean, right, they're just going down, down, down. AMD has a weird looking chart compared to some of the other ones. Weird. I'm not saying it's bad, it just looks different, right? If we're looking at the downward trend on most of these, it just goes down. They're not really coming up during the day. Of course, Zomo's just flat over there. I'm surprised though it did not go up with today's news. Murney, like, I don't even know what happened there, but look at that. It just like nosedived right there. Yeah, I guess this one sort of did too. I guess I see it now. I was looking more at these that were slowly going down. But anyway, yeah, you can see my plan. Whichever ones were down the biggest on the day, that's usually the ones that I buy. Of course, some of these, they're down a lot, and I can't buy more of those, or I need to buy, start moving up so you can see, well, I didn't do that, but I guess one of my things got filled for squee. I didn't realize it, but you can barely see. Let's see. No, I can't scroll here because it's intraday trade. Well, here, I can go into it. Yeah, one of mine, I must have had a 2205 there. And it got filled in here at some point, I'm guessing. I guess it, oh, the order time, that's, yeah, when it was ordered and not what it actually executed there. Now, looking here, we have a huge gap, but it's also at in the middle of the night, and after hours, it's not always liquid anyway. But anyway, sorry for dragging the video out. I will go ahead and let y'all go, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye.